Hey, welcome back to the Infamous Podcast. This is Brian.
This is Daryl.
And Darryl, this is episode 526. Weapon X marks the Tumbleton spot.
I thought it was something about DVDs.
No, that was the title of the X-Men episode, my friend. The X-Men episode. Anyway, how you doing?
It is Thursday.
It is. It's Thirsty Thursday.
And we are one day closer to the football season starting. I say that after, watching. I've been watching off and on the last 2 days, that quarterback show I've been telling you about.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Football is happening right now. Football kicked back up with the MLS today.
NFL and college football. That's what I'm talking about.
I know. It's 60 days.
Oh, man.
So, hey, in 2 weeks, do you want to go to West Virginia with me?
Nah, I don't. Why are you going to want to go to West Virginia?
Giants training camp.
No. They train a camp in West Virginia?
Dude, he took them off site this year. Okay, so there are 11 available days to practice, right? You can't practice more than 6 days in a row.
Right.
Okay, so under Brian Dabble, they never practiced more than 3 days in a row. And usually had multiple days off in a row. This time under Harbaugh, they get there, they practice for 4 days, they have a day off, and they practice for 6 days. And every practice is the max allotted time allowed.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Well,
Coach Harbs,
you want to
baby.
get better.
That's how you play Harbaugh ball.
You got to put the work in.
Yep. So, I mean, this team gave up like over 1,000 yards of penalties last year.
They trying to be the Raiders?
They're trying to be the Bengals.
Oh, the Raiders of old.
I remember,
just penalties.
But that was like well-earned penalties for like rough play.
Well, most of them were. But like penalties are always, I mean, again, you're going to have penalties, but when you lead, if you lead a league in penalties or if you're in top 5, that's just being undisciplined.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Do you remember, I think he recently retired, Miles Burris from the Raiders, the linebacker.
I was about to say, that name sounds extremely familiar.
He only played for 2 years. I thought he played much longer than that. Anyway, he's got an Instagram channel that's hilarious. He's like the alpha of his neighborhood. And like he tries to bully everybody into working out with him, and they all hate him.
Okay,
it's just funny. Like it's like the one neighbor's all fat, and he's sitting there, and he's power walking without a shirt on, and he's like, "You look a lot smaller than you did when you played football. You're not hitting your protein goals." As he's like scarfing down beef jerky. And then the other one was like, he was like. I can still run 20 miles an hour, and they had the little gun, and like, so he tried 3 times. The first time he did 20, the second time he did 21, the third time he did 22, and the guy's like 13.
How did you come across that?
I don't know. My algorithm's really weird. I came across an Ohio State stand today talking about how Michigan is going to lose their natty because of all of the investigations going on. And this is a recent post, and it's like I don't think there's any current investigations going on.
No, the investigation going on is about the athletic department as a whole. There is literally nothing going to happen to their natty. That's just, dude, you got smoked 4 years in a row. And the only reason you won last year was because the coach was texting IG OnlyFans models,
right,
like during the game.
Right.
If there was halfway decent coach, halfway competent coach with that team last year, they beat Ohio State for a 5th straight season. With Kyle Whittingham, they're going to beat you for the next 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
Well, the other thing too is like I left the comment. I was like, is Ohio State, are Ohio State fans allowed to throw stones in this glass house? Because didn't they have a trainer that molested male football players?
Crickets.
Right. Anyway, good times. All right. So this week we're going to do some more DC Studios chat because there was some news. We're going to talk about X-Men 97, Season 2, Episode 5, Weapon X Lies and DVDs. And we're going to talk about Episode 4 of House of the Dragon, Tumbleton. Welcome to Tumbleton, where we tumble and flip and somersault all day long.
Sounds like a town that would be in Harry Potter world.
It sounds like where the gummy bears should live because they're bouncing here and there and everywhere in Tumbleton.
You know who else bounces here and there and everywhere? Puck.
Puck does bounce here and there and everywhere. And he turned into Puck, which was a nice little throwback to Alpha Flight.
And anyway. Sasquatch and North Star.
Yes. Anyway, I had something I was going to talk to you about and I can't remember. Oh, so I told you I tuned the bike, right? I put the new, by the way, if you guys have a Super 73, a Zeus, or I forget the other, the P51 Bullet, I highly recommend, this is not a sponsored anything, but highly recommend checking out the Handleworks controllers. I put the BAC855 controller in my Super 73 RX, and it has the bike was always fun to ride. Now it's amazing. So, but I was telling you how I tuned it, and it was going like 37. I got up to like 41. Maybe I didn't tell you.
Yeah, you did. You told me that.
So anyway, I tuned it back down though, so the top speed is 36, and like the battery would last way longer. So, but 100% wearing a helmet now. 100% of the time.
Is there a little almost accident or just
no? So
wobble?
Do you know who Sir Ronster is?
No.
So he's an e-bike influencer. He's the guy who like made Saran, the illegal electric dirt bikes, popular with the kids. He had a horrific crash that he shared on his video last week that he had from the week before, where he was testing a new bike mod that he did, and the throttle like was just kind of accelerating on its own without him having to throttle it. And so it happened one time. And like nothing happened, but then it happened a second time, and he was riding no hands, and he's like, "Oh my god, it's going," and he either hit a pothole or a manhole cover, I couldn't really tell, and like just like right on his head, and then slid for a while. So anyway, I normally ride the e-bike without a helmet because I have all this glorious hair, and I like the wind blowing through it, as you saw the one day. When we went to the movie, and you were like, it was nothing but hair. But yeah, so wear your helmets if you're going to ride an e-bike. I wish I could have seen the look on your face when you saw me come flying around the corner on the bike. Because I imagine there was an eye roll. Like, this idiot.
I mean, like to paraphrase Tyrone Magnus, hair flapping.
Well, I cut the mullet off, so you know it's not quite as flappy as it once was. Anyway, all right, you want to get to it?
Let's do this.
All right, let's do it. DC Studios. So the Batman 2 got pushed back to 2027. Have they even started filming it yet?
I mean, I saw that there was like test camera footage or something. I didn't watch it. So I was about to say, so I don't think so.
All right. So I have a couple theories. I don't think we're going to get the Brave and the Bold Batman. I almost don't think we're going to get Clayface in the theaters. Because if they do Clayface and it bombs, that's it. It's done. It's over. But I think the Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to come out before the next Batman movie. And I also think the Paramount merger will happen, even though there's an investor suing to try and stop it. This is something that people do from time to time so that they can just settle out of court for a chunk of change. I don't think Paramount is going to be like what they did with like the crossover with Gunn. We're like, well, we're just going to put these movies out and then you can decide what's part of it. Like now Zolo is part of the new Superman movie with Blue Beetle being in it. I think they'll just clean house and start over.
I think that's what they're going to do because
and it's what they should do.
Yeah, let's say you have to do that.
So it's what James Gunn should have done. Like, there's so much confusion about like what's what. How was Aquaman Lobo? Like, what's happening here? Did Arthur like get kidnapped and modified? I don't know what's going on.
So this is the thing for me. I will say this for his to not to defend, but I get what you're saying. I get having, you can use the same actor. That's fine. But you have to have enough. You have to have a communication plan that lets people know without a shadow of a doubt, hey, we're starting over.
Yeah.
Like, you have to. And their communication, and again, it doesn't help, like you said, when you have a Clayface coming out before Batman.
Mm-hmm. Or Wonder Woman.
Or Wonder Woman.
Or a real Superman movie.
Yeah. Like, that's just the fact that your first foray into this world was an animated series, Creature Commandos. Mm-hmm. That was the first thing.
Yeah. And then Peacemaker.
Well,
which was, but he was like, well, this is a different universe, Peacemaker. It's like, no, you're a fucking moron.
No. Yeah. And that's the other thing, going back to the Peacemaker, like just this whole thing. And again, we're not piling on in the sense of like, oh, we were, we from the start. And again, like I said, we're not the only ones. There are plenty of people that were saying this. Like, I don't think James Gunn is the person you have to run this show.
Yeah. The best thing that they've done is the Penguin.
Yes,
and it's kind of forgettable now.
I mean,
but it's also like James Gunn didn't do that. It was Matt Reeves.
I was about to say he didn't do that. So. Yeah.
Oh my God. Do not let Matt Reeves be in charge. Larry Ellison, please don't let Matt Reeves be in charge of the DC anything. Actually, don't even make the Batman 2.
So I actually want the Batman 2, but if nixing the Batman 2 would help foster a better creative and coherent vision for the DCU, I would be for that.
Yeah. So, yeah, and it's February 18th, 2028 now. Who releases a Batman movie in February? That tells me they don't have any confidence in it.
Well, I won't say that necessarily. I would say that tells me that either that or they don't know what the hell they're doing.
Well, there's that.
Which they've proven that. Yeah. WB executives over the years have proven that they could be different suits. They do the same stupid shit.
It's a different suit, but the same idiot. But yeah, so I don't know. And then, so just like real quick, Supergirl is sitting at $441,162. So in the last week, so since last Thursday, yeah, it hasn't even made $10 million. And to be honest, it's only been in 7 figures. So, double-digit millions for 2 days. And technically, really just one, because I don't think you can count the Friday as like double digits because that counted Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So really only the Saturday that it came out was a double-digit millions day with 10,800,000.
So basically, you're saying it's not doing well.
Dude, this is a bomb of extraordinary. Like at the end of the day, okay, so the production budget they said was like 170, which we both know is probably closer to 210 or 230. Just based on reshoots and how these things usually pan out. So, but we'll say it's 170 for shits and giggles. It hasn't even made, just worldwide, it hasn't made its production budget back. Plus, then it had $100 million plus marketing budget. So this movie needed to make at least $650 million.
I mean,
and it's nowhere near that. Like, this is going to be like, it's not losing more than that, but like this is going to be the whole production budget is a total loss at this point.
Again, this is another thing going back to what we now, to be fair, this wouldn't have helped this movie at all because it was the script, it was everything else involved that sucked. But having Supergirl come out before Wonder Woman, before Batman, hell, before even Green Lantern,
before Superman,
I mean, there was a Superman. You can like it or not.
There was a Super Weenie movie.
There was a Superman movie.
Super Weenie.
So it's Superman.
Super Cuck. Come on,
whatever.
Just meet me halfway.
No, it sucks. It sucks because I told you I just rewatched it again. It still sucks. It made me angry. But he started with that. Okay, whatever. But Supergirl. Anyway, yeah, this again, going back to what we said after Superman, this whole DCU is DOA. It's absolutely DOA. There's no saving this. There is no saving this. Don't try. Just put it out of its misery right now. But just do what you all do. Do a tax write-off or whatever you all do to launder money and just give it up. This DCU, this has failed. It's failed.
Yeah, absolutely. Utter failure. Complete and utter failure, sir.
Yeah.
But I was out from the second they announced that James Gunn was going to be, and you can't have a filmmaker as the head of the studio, because then everything looks like it's just Guardians of the Galaxy 4.
Yeah. Well, I will say this. Generally speaking, I think there are a couple filmmakers that you could, but you can't have a filmmaker that's this quirky. You have to have someone that's not just competent, because he's competent in his own films, but mature. And yeah. James Gunn is anything but mature.
Well, he doesn't have mainstream sensibility.
Sensibility. That is correct. Yes, he does not.
Guardians worked in the time that it came out, right? And then the Guardians movies were, or just any time the Guardians were used, was just diminishing returns after the first movie.
I would say they weren't.
I'm not talking about financially. Infinity. I'm talking about story-wise. But
no, I know. I would disagree with that. In the one I would disagree with would be Infinity War. I thought the way they were used in that was well done.
But they weren't like all together as a team in that necessarily either. They were split up.
Which, I mean, just Gamora though.
Yeah. Well, no, because Drax wasn't with. It was Quill and Gamora with Doctor Strange and Peter.
But I mean, I'm just talking about your diminishing returns. Yeah. I think for the story it worked. And I really like Guardians 3. But again, going back to James Gunn, even with Guardians 3, he doesn't understand. I don't think he understands how to show restraint, shall I say?
Yeah. Yeah, he just goes full James Gunn every time.
Right. He doesn't really know how to pull back.
No.
And the only way he does know how to pull back, I'll make the exception with the first Guardians movie, kind of like you said, is use animals as the emotional crutch.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. It's you can use the kids or use the animals, right? You can't do both.
And he's done both in multiple times already.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I thought the first one was I still think the first one is very special. Like depending on the day you ask me, it's my 1A. It's my 1 or 1A Marvel movie. But it's that or Winter Soldier.
It is perfect in the sense, and I don't mean a perfect movie, but like it's almost like a perfect storm of the actors they pulled, the direction they gave the actors, the emotional heart of the movie, and how the music perfectly was ensconced in every scene it was used.
Yeah.
And even though the music was good in Guardians 2 and Guardians 3, very good in fact, neither one used the music as well as the first one did.
Yeah. I mean, he could be I don't know, a DJ. He's really good at picking music. Like,
But I
he
mean,
could be a wedding DJ, and like it would be every one of them would be a banger.
Yeah, he can't. Now I could see him maybe like doing something off the like I could have seen him doing an off the cuff type character from the DCU like Blue Beetle
Booster
or
Gold.
Booster Gold. Like, yes, that's his wheelhouse.
Mr. Miracle would be a perfect one for him.
Those characters like that, yes, but mainstream characters like anyway. Yes, it's just over. That's all I need to say about that. The DCU is over. Get somebody in here that can pick a team of directors and writers that have experience with good stuff. It doesn't have to be superhero movies, but that have experience writing good stuff. Not bringing somebody in who has one 8-minute short or 12-minute short 8 years ago to her name. Like, that's awful. That was just dumb.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is over. This experiment is over. I mean, it's time for bigger and better things, I think.
Right. Yeah, it's just I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. It's sad. It's I don't know. It's something.
It's something, all right.
It's so but at the end of the day, I mean, this isn't the only issue. Like, there's rumors about lanterns now that you told me about that are floating around with like the Hal Jordan character and what's happening there. So yeah, I'm not really sure like what they thought was happening or what he thought was going to happen, and let's try and figure it out, I guess, and move forward. But I don't see a future for this at all.
No, there is none.
All right, you ready to talk about the next thing?
Yes, something good.
All right. X-Men 97, Season 2, Episode 5, Weapon X Lies and DVDs. This is the horror episode of the season. Like, last season had a horror episode. This season has a horror episode. And it just slipped my mind which episode was the horror season of the last.
I think it was episode 3. Yeah. But I'm not 100% sure.
But it was the Madeline Pryor one. But
right.
But yeah. So it also has the Brood, which thank you for giving us the Brood. They looked awesome.
Dude, yeah.
I liked how when they were cut open too, they were still all like slimy and I don't know, it was great. Bringing like Alpha Flight, Weapon X, back together is pretty cool. I've always loved Lady Deathstrike, the way they draw her in the animated X-Men universe.
Yeah.
I think that's really good. I do have one complaint. I am kind of upset that Morph just looks like Chameleon from Spider-Man. But then he's wearing aviator glasses, but he doesn't have a nose. I love it. I mean, I'm not like, oh, that was a mistake. It's like, no, I get it. Morph just made them. They, he made them on his face. It's not like they were glasses. So, right. I do like this version of Morph, actually.
I really like this character. And I discovered that watching this episode, because I've liked him a little bit, but like watching him in this episode and getting almost center stage, because it mostly revolved, or it was from his point of view, this whole story for the most part. And I really like this character. And I love how they just throw in so many cameos, for lack of a better term, of the heroes he turns into. I always like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, he was the Thing, he was Puck, Sasquatch, North Star. I forget the other one, but and then I love anytime Omega Red shows up.
Omega Red, when he first appeared in the comics, back in the 90s, I was like, oh, dude, I love this dude.
Yeah,
love his design, like just the backstory, and I love him using him in Marvel versus Capcom too.
Yeah,
as well.
I have a tiny nitpick about the episode, and it's the fact that Wolverine gets his adamantium back, and it was because of Morph. More like, I don't think he went there to get the adamantium back. I don't think that was his main goal, right? It was more based on the info that Cap and Black Widow gave him about Weapon X, which is why he gathered a bunch of Weapon X mutants. But it was good. I love Sabretooth. I love this universe's version of Sabretooth.
Yeah. The real guns are right here, baby.
Right. I like that. I stopped counting my birthdays after 200. That's my favorite line of the episode. It's like, Victor, you don't even know how to count that high.
So I will say this though, because rewatching it, I actually do think that was Logan's plan all along.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get that, but like, I can see.
I didn't get.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, I did not get that the first time around. It wasn't until because I must have missed some dialogue in the first time around and listening to it, and I was like, and in his response to Morph when Morph calls him out.
Yeah.
At the end, and then I was like, oh yeah, I definitely missed something the first time, but yeah, that was his plan all along.
Okay. I did like when Sabretooth is like, what happened to your claws? And Wolverine's basically like, none ya.
Yeah. And then Morph talking about, when he's going like, okay, you all used to date each other, and then you all are the epitome of the will they, won't they, can't live without each other, maybe kill each other.
Right. It was just such a well-written episode.
Yeah.
It was written by Anthony Sellitti. I don't know. There's not a link for him on Wikipedia. And it was directed by Chase Conley, who directed last week's episode as well. We only got 4 episodes left. It's only 9 episodes this season.
That's really sad. You just ruined my day.
I tell you what though, next week's episode is danger.exe. So we're getting a danger room.
Oh, a danger room.
And then episode 7 is Strange Land's Savage Heart. Savage Land. The Dead Man's Hand. I don't know. And then Survival of the Fittest. So this will be the last 2 will definitely be more apocalypse heavy, I assume.
Yeah.
All of the episodes of the season were written by the same group, but it looks like they only had like 2 directors. So Emmett Yanamura and Chase Conley. So they don't have the directors and writers for the rest of them. So I wonder if they're gonna they each did like 2 at a time. But
yeah. I was just trying to find what this Anthony guy has written before on IMDb.
Yeah.
Oh, he has 3 whole writing credits.
Well,
but you know what? this is the type of thing that you would give somebody with little writing credits.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, as long as you have a somebody, a showrunner that's directing things, and you have a good solid game plan / outline for what you want to happen. This is where people can cut their teeth at.
He and Mariah Wilson wrote the X-Force episode, and then he and Bo DeMeo wrote part 2 of Rise of the Apocalypse.
Oh, and his credits include episodes 8, 9, and 10 of the last of season 1 as well. So
I don't know. Maybe he's one of Bo's buddies. Who knows? But it's all pretty good. But no, there was one weird thing at the beginning of the episode. It looked like the animation was a little different. Not bad at all. It just like the inking lines on the characters just looked a little darker than usual. And I wasn't sure if it was because I got a new TV and if it was like my settings were wrong, but then I watched on the tablet, it was the same thing. So, but I actually kind of liked it. It was just different.
Yeah.
I just like something that I had noticed. I'm sad there's only 4 episodes left of the season. It got picked up for a 3rd season, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So, we need to get a New Mutants episode at some point, please and thank you. And a true X Factor, the real X Factor, not Team Cyclops and his team.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get an.
I know we won't, but
yeah, I mean, no. What I was saying is we won't get that until probably season 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not saying
we
this
have
season.
to get the New Mutants.
Yeah, I'm saying
right?
at some point we have to.
Yeah,
like
we have to. You have to throw them in there. They're like you have to.
You know what I kind of want is a multiverse story with Wolverine and the X-Men and X-Men Evolution characters, and these characters all working together.
I think I'm gonna watch that. I know I'd never watched all of it when it was first came out, but I know I watched some here and there.
Of what?
But of Evolution.
You definitely need to watch Evolution. It's awesome.
But I like put that on my list. I was like, I need to watch.
Well,
this.
You're never gonna watch it now. The list is where you put things that you don't want to watch, that you think you want to watch, but you're just never going to watch them.
Nah, so. I will watch that. I will start watching it maybe even tonight.
There you go. So it's cool. It's really cool. It's different, like, cause like, they mess with the ages. So like Wolverine and Storm are instructors. Beast is an instructor at the X school, and like Scott and Jean and Kurt, and Rogue are all high school students.
Okay.
But it works. Like it works. And there's none of the creepy, like, is Wolverine trying to sleep with Jean Grey shit.
Oh.
Because that would have been really weird. So.
I mean, that would have been extremely weird if he's an instructor.
And there's a new character for the show named Spike, who is Storm's nephew. And he's actually really good, and he's made his way into the comics, but not like he doesn't make the like Harley Quinn type of immediate impact.
I see what you mean. Okay,
yeah, but like Kitty Pryde's in there, the New Mutants are in there. It's cool. Anyway, all right. So out of 5, Full Metal Logan is here too soon.
I give it 4 out of 5. Not just another really, really fun, good episode. And it was what I told you before we started recording. I said I would like to see this as a movie because, I mean, I know we won't get it, but just like one of those things that just thinking about it just works as a. I mean, you think about the movie Predator and how straightforward this is a similar or Aliens. With you have the Brood. I mean, there's so much you could do with that, but I mean, I had a lot of fun with it. I like the idea that the fact that this was a horror episode. I really liked the one last year, and I really like this one.
Yeah,
I mean, again, so far, I mean, I've pretty much loved every episode that we've gotten this season.
Yeah. So I'm hoping the next episode like kind of has a little more of this. Like everything's been like pairs for the most part. So, because otherwise it kind of feels like maybe it was the filler episode in the middle, and then the next 2 are, 2 and 2. So I don't know, but yeah. All right. Let's move on.
What did you give your rating?
I'm sorry. I give it a 4 as well. My bad. Yeah. I gave it a 4. I think it's solid. I dig the show. I'm a big fan. I made Haley watch the Jubilee fight scene on Sunday twice. So anyway, all right, let's move on to the main event.
Real quick,
yeah.
Before it looks like that, it was renewed for seasons 3 and 4.
Sick. Let's go. All right. House of the Dragon, season 3, episode 4, Tumbleton. Directed by Claire Kleiner and written by David Hancock. Not Herbie Hancock. Tommy Boy's been like a thing too.
Or not Holden Hiscock.
What is wrong with you? Anyway, what is wrong with you? I mean, seriously, like, do you have an answer for that, sir? Do you? I don't believe you do.
Focus on the episode.
I said, good day, sir. You lose. You get nothing. Anyway. All right. All right. So Ormond Hightower is a weirdo. That's my takeaway from this episode. He's got his own pet Targaryen, which is interesting. What else happened? Aegon finds Sunfire. Apparently they're not going to follow Sunfire's story from the book. I don't know. I feel like the jury's still out there. No Aemond again. Obviously no Jace.
I mean, that goes without saying.
Daemon figures out his daughter was riding Sheep Stealer. By the way, Nikki the Good, that the guy whose pop punk songs I always share on Instagram.
Okay.
About like he does them like about the pop culture stuff. Like he just had
okay, yeah.
So he has a song about Sheep Stealer.
Dude.
And it's hilarious. He just put out a Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls. He just put out a Sandlot one. It's really good. But so yeah, the Hightowers are from Old Town, right? That's where where the Maesters go to learn, yes. Right? Like, so I would think they're more religious than like the other houses that follow the Seven, right? But man, they're just creepy. Like Otto was creepy, Alicent's creepy, Ormond's creepy. I'm trying to think of what Hightowers were in Game of Thrones, but I'm sure they were creepy. We got the Manderley guy showing up, Torrin Manderley, who is Master of Coins, and that actor Dan Folgener, whatever, however you say it, who plays him. He was in the Star Wars, the comedy where they went to steal the first cut, the rough cut of episode 1.
Fandom Menace?
Fandom Menace. No, not Fandom Menace.
No, not Fandom Menace.
Fanboys.
Fanboys, yeah.
Yeah, which is great. It's a great movie. Highly recommend it. But I can only see him in that. And then he was in this movie called Balls of Fury about ping pong.
I remember that.
And that's the only thing I ever see him as. I guess the third thing is as Adam Goldberg's weird uncle from the Goldbergs. But it was like he just felt so out of place as Torrin Manderley. I was like, okay. I'm not sure here. And dude, Rhaenyra's not gonna sleep with you.
Oh, that's what I remember him from. He's in Fantastic Beasts.
Oh yeah, he was, which was really good. I like the first one at least.
I like the first one. Second one, meh. I didn't even watch the third one.
Newt's probably my favorite like Harry Potter character.
Jacob Kowalski. That's his name.
Yeah. In the Fantastic Beast.
Yes.
So yeah, I kind of felt like this was a little bit all over the place.
Yes, because I mean you have the sea snake going out and basically telling his son Alan, hey, you know what, take my spot as hand, because I'm going to go out and take care of these triarchy pirates that are raping and pillaging across our lands now.
Yeah.
um, there was a good scene with between Rhaenyra and Alicent where Rhaenyra's trying to get information on Ormond, and I I think they are working, like the two actresses are starting to, I think they are starting to have formed some chemistry that is still not to the original actresses when they
Right.
were like teenagers. But I will say, I felt like in the last two episodes at least, I'm starting to see at least something that intrigues me with their their scenes together. That before it was just like whatever.
Yeah.
So I will give them that credit.
Yeah. I'll agree with that. I think they are getting better. Um, I don't think they're great, but they're better.
No, right.
But again, the high towers are just so weird and creepy. I mean, even the Targaryen high towers are creepy and weird.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, I think this is my least favorite episode in a couple seasons.
So actually, as you can see, I actually like this episode better than last week's episode.
Yeah, but you
For
didn't like
me,
it
there's
that much better than I did.
no, that's true. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Um, it's funny because you have, and I was trying to think, this happened in another show or movie years ago, or I was trying to think of what where you have these like the soldiers, kind of like basically shacking up with the townsfolk, saying like, "Hey, we're having three soldiers here. Good luck," or what have you. But like you said, it's all over. There's a lot of stuff going on because you have a soldier trying to force himself on to what is the guy's name? One of the dragon riders.
Oh,
What is his name?
it was Hammer, Sir Hammer.
Yeah. Uh, and like I said, you had Ormond with his pet Targaryen Daeron, and Ormond, yeah, he's the worst kind of person.
Right.
He's the one that that shows, oh, this guy is fair and he has standards and morals, and he won't let his soldiers do this. And then when it turns around, it's like, oh, but this guy did strike officer, and we have to make an example. And what he's doing with Daeron, just because Darren's what, 15 or so? Would you
No,
guess?
I mean, I think he's supposed to be a little younger than that, but yes,
Because
I think he's around
that
15.
actor,
Yeah.
because that actor looked a lot older than the actor that they had playing fake Daeron.
Right.
But I mean, you have Rhaenyra still trying to find her footing with everything. You have what's Punk Boy's name? Kristen Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's only been seen this season.
Yeah, right. But so there is a lot of stuff going on, and I you know how they usually show the trailer or the promo for the episode coming up. They did in the weeks to come type thing this time around, probably because it's almost the midway point, or it is the midway point. But there is a lot of stuff that's going to happen in the second half of this season, and this is almost that not, I won't call it a restart, but that setting up point. The last two episodes, they're dealing with all the political stuff, all the things like when you said with Damon and his finding out his daughter was riding sheep stealer.
Yeah.
Him trying to cover for her and say, hey, I found this random skull of the person that was riding sheep stealer who just so happens to get away. Convenient, right? So there's a lot going on, and it's almost like they're getting this stuff out of the way so the big stuff to come will have a cleaner path, and which I'm fine with. But yeah, these last two episodes, they weren't. I'm not saying they were bad. I don't think they were bad.
Yeah.
But they still don't have the pull for me yet. I mean, this one did a little bit more, like I said, than last week's episode. So I am looking forward to what we're getting. It's just, yeah, you were right. Like, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's just, and like it's just kind of like I said, it's all over the place. It's a little like spaghetti, right?
Yeah.
It's just out there. Anyway, but yeah. So okay, out of 5, secret Targaryens are always all the rage in Westeros. What do you give this?
A 3.7 out of 5. Like I said, again, I like where the show's going. It's just I don't want it rushed, but I want it to get there.
I like where it's going, but I think they're dragging their feet.
You're thinking they're trying to get so much of this political aspect, and I'm wondering if, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out where, again, I'll have obviously a better idea once we see the whole season and look back on what they thought they were doing.
Yeah.
And it might work. It might be even though we thought they were dragging their feet or this, that, or the other, it works out in the end. I don't know, but I'm just, again, we just got to tell you with the episodes that we're watching right now, and
right.
How we look at them.
Right. Yeah, you're right. So, and they've diverged from the books pretty greatly, or the book pretty greatly at this point, which is fine. At
least they didn't avatar it yet. Was that a low blow? Sorry.
Anyway, you get that. You hear the tapping?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes, I did.
It's my little back scratcher that's in the shape of a hand. It's not the pointy finger, but Noah Max, please listen to our podcast. Dude, he has a great take on the boys too. We really need to talk to this guy. Like, we need to talk.
I haven't seen his boy. I
went and watched the whole half-hour episode.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
But yeah, I like where it's going. I just don't want them to drag it out and then jetpack the end. I don't think Sunfire's dead. I do think Sunfire's going to end up being alive, because the Dragon Riders have a special bond with these creatures.
Right.
And, so, he's had that egg with him since birth. They're each other's soulmate, if you will. So, and I think that knowing that Aegon is alive will help Sunfire, because he ends up being able to fly again.
Right.
Because he swims to Dragonstone in the book. Because Aegon is going to make his way to Dragonstone at some point. So, I would like to see him getting there, obviously, but I'd also like to see Loras go away. So, but yeah. Anyway, all right. I guess the last thing, we're done with our topics, but if you guys have been watching the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender, season 2, can you reach out to us on Instagram or just email one of us through the website? And let us know your thoughts, because neither one of us are really interested in watching it. We're actually living vicariously through Noah Max 5 on YouTube. We actually share the same video to each other quite often, because neither one of us checks to see if the other one sent it first. Darryl. Do you ever just scroll back up and you're like, damn it? Yeah. He sent this to me a week ago. But no, just let us know if you're watching. Please let us know what you think about it, because we both tried to watch it. I was more lukewarm coming out of the first season until they showed Azula at the end. But then just the things I've seen and the fact that these people didn't listen to anything about the show. It's did you even watch it? And then you have these Paige Shill former writers saying that this is cinema, and it's I'm just curious as what other people think, because Daryl and I have created our little echo chamber for this. And I feel rightfully so. Haley's also a part of it. But yeah, I don't know.
Look, I again, you can say echo chamber or not. I know good and I know bad.
No,
and
no.
Hold on. But if you like it, that's the thing. We said this plenty of times. There are plenty of things I've liked that I can say are objectively bad, or I just loved it for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that if something connects to you, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Like from a technical perspective, if it connects, it connects. What I'm saying is this: if you compare the storytelling aspects, the character growth, the character arcs, all of that stuff of the original Avatar TV show, and you compare it to this, yes, what is the guy's name? Yes, it is objectively better than what Netflix is doing. Objectively better.
Mm-hmm.
If you break it down from that standpoint. Now, there are some things that, I think the casting of the Netflix show is, for the most part, is extremely good. Like, I like almost, for the most part, I like the main characters, how they casted them. The whole Aang thing, that's not necessarily their issue with the fact that
Ong Jr.
Yeah. Like, dude looks like he's almost shaving now. Which again, that happens when he looked like the character in season 1, and now he looks like the character's older brother.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I really like the casting.
Yeah.
And that's about all I can say positively about that show.
I think the nicest thing I can say about it is I'm not watching it.
Yes.
So, I don't have anything nice to say about it. It just kind of makes me sad, because it is such a special show to, like, me and Haley and me and you and me and David. So
mm-hmm.
It's just one of those things that, I don't know.
It's just sad when you see something that was beloved just absolutely just eviscerated by just poor decision making.
Yeah.
Oh, we were talking about that with DC earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, this is why we can't have nice things. All right. On that note, anything else you want to add before we sign off?
I will have I don't know if you will be able to see it, but I will have a small little review, if you don't get to see it, of the Odyssey next week.
I'm going to try and go see it after you see it. So I'll wait and see if you actually go. And then I'll probably just do the $5 ticket. But yeah. All right. Well, on that note, thank you all for listening. Let us know what you think about Avatar. It really would be interesting. And if you have a good take, we might reach out and see about, maybe you could come on and talk about it. All right. On that note, thank you for listening. We will be back next week with more House of the Dragon, more X-Men 97, possibly the Odyssey, and I'm sure some other stuff is going to happen between here and then. On that note, thank you, and be infamous. The Infamous Podcast is recorded in Kings Mills, Ohio, just north of Cincinnati. You can find new episodes every Sunday on Apple Podcast, YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcast, our website, or anywhere podcasts are downloaded. This show is hosted by Darryl Jasper and me, Brian Tudor. To find more information about the show, visit us at infamouspodcast.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Infamous Podcast to keep up with the show. We also have a Patreon page, patreon.com/Infamous Podcast. We have some great rewards for our patrons and are looking for help to grow the show to bring you more of the content you want to hear. Music for this podcast is provided by Michael Henry from meetmichaelhenry.com. So, whenever you're listening to us, have a great day, night, evening, weekend, whenever it is, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.